Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's up? TurboMan 351 here. And yep, the new package has arrived. And I think Funky 50 hit it on his streaming the other night, but I just didn't say what it was just yet. But he was right, and it came today. Boom. Yes, sir, gentlemen. Boys and gents, T56 Magnum. This is the wide ratio because I'm a turbo car. A close ratio Magnum would means that as soon as I got into boost, I'd have to be shifting really fast and like crazy, just to gain any traction or speed. And I want to be able to stay in the gear and pull and, do it that way, which is a lot funner. A lot of you turbo guys know that you can't really run a close ratio and like a 373 or higher gear. It's just not going to work. You're going to be shifting like a tractor trailer. But anyway, here it is, guys. It arrived. It survived the trip because I was worried about that. Shout out to, yes, you got it, Hanlon Motorsports. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Andrew. And thank you, Neo Mustangs. You guys saw the other night that they had a stream going, him and Hanlon Motorsports and Andrew. And I chatted in real quick. Was like, hey, guys, I'm going to be buying one on the 3rd. So I finally got it. It's here. So shout out to them. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it. So yeah, it survived the trip. You got to be very careful about that. The only thing that didn't quite survive was this little plug thing here. This orange plug was like demolished, but everything looks fine inside here. So that's okay. But that's it, dude. So shout out to Hanlon Motorsports. I thought I'd give a quick little shout out to those guys before I start going. Now, you guys have seen 1,000 of these, and you really don't need, but this is pretty much the cream of the crop. Now, I said that in the last video when I got the other T56. Now, that one there was a special T56. That was a very rare find. To get one of those, that was a Ford Motorsports T56. That wasn't your run-of-the-mill Cobra T56. So that had the 31 spline out back. Most of the other ones that are just a standard T56, the Cobra ones have a 27 spline. So the Ford Motorsports T56 was a good catch. And I had to sacrifice quite a bit on this one, though. To get this puppy here, not only did I have to sell my T56, plus the bell housing and the drive shaft, all in one package to get just this one guy here. So I still need to buy a bell and a drive shaft and a cross member also. I sold that whole entire kit to somebody else, and yeah, I took a pretty big hit on it. About $600 I lost on that, but that's okay. You sacrifice a little here and there to get something way better, and also so that somebody else can enjoy it and have one of those in their Fox bodies. And trust me, he was tickled pink, man. He really liked the transmission. So kudos, that's a win-win. Okay? Like I said, close rate or wide ratio, and obviously this one has the bearing rotator because I can either go hydraulic throw-out bearing or I can go mechanical. 7 o'clock opening. Remember that, guys. 7 o'clock. You know what I did last time? And I think Neo Mustangs can attest to this too. Yeah, dude. You get that bell housing and you think it's 7 o'clock and you're like, oh yeah, dude. And you look at it and you're like, no, dude. And you have to do one of these numbers, man. You got to cut the damn bell housing just so that the throw-out arm can come out. And I had cut my other one, but that was okay though, because that after I did this is an easy modification. Everyone does this. It does nothing to the bell housing because look, that's cast iron, dude. And so anyway, QuickTime bell housings are built like tanks, dude. If you've ever seen one, they're incredible. But anyway, 7 o'clock opening. I need a bell housing 8031. But the rest of the stuff I'm going to get, though, all going to come from Hanlon Motorsports. The drive shaft, we're going to get that. 42 inches, obviously. That's a typical length that it is from there to the back of the rear. And that's it, man. Pretty neat. Got all this writing on here, dude. I guess these are just inspection numbers that when it goes down the line or when it gets built, you know, everybody, they check off on it. But yeah, dude, this thing is nice. I can't believe how great this feels, you know. There is a huge difference between the regular T56 and a T56 Magnum. Duh. And this thing, I just shifted it one time with like 2 fingers, dude. It was just insane. So, yep, it's going to be fun, man. We'll be able to really enjoy the car now and rip through the gears and, you know, and just really have at it, man. You know what I mean? I mean, this thing is just a blast, dude. I mean, what a great piece of machinery, you know? But, all right, enough on that. Back to more of my other videos that I did about my car cutting off, cutting on with the Holly. Remember? And I made some videos, and I was all excited. I was like, yeah! Right? Well, now I really know what the problem is. It wasn't this. It was not the clip, okay? But these do go bad. But obviously, I cut the Holly one off, and I put the Ford clip on from my old Ford harness, and I soldered in the wires to the Holly harness, and it works just fine. It is a better connection here, just a heads up. So that was, you know, worth doing it. But did I have to do that? No. The TFI modules are fine. It wasn't those. It wasn't the coil, okay? There was nothing in the tune. It wasn't even a ground, how I thought it was a battery ground, right? The wires up here, right, that come out of the Fox body where you get your ignition and your 12 volt and your 12 volt on while cranking, very important, okay? For some reason, when I was in here doodadding, I guess maybe when I changed the coil, the white wire that gives you the cam signal that comes off the TFI distributor, I had it hooked up to the cam, or not the cam, the tachometer wire. And I'm like, no, why would I do that? Why is that hooked up to the tach? To see a 12 volt ignition source and while cranking to give it a cam signal. Has to be 12 volts all the time consistently, right? And I'm like, am I that of an idiot to do that? Seriously, man? That's all that it was? And yeah, it was, dude. And what happened was I disconnected it, found the 12 volt source where it should have been connected, connected this to the MSD ignition box, because I actually read the directions where I don't know where I went wrong, but obviously this plugs into the MSD ignition box, the white wire, to get its 12 volt source from the box, not from up here. But this was still wrong though up here anyway. That's, you know, obviously that was the start of the problem, because with this being not connected right, this wasn't connected to the box, because this was connected straight into the tachometer. Dummy, okay? So, yeah. Go figure on that, dude. You talk about angry, dude, and really just mad at myself. You're like, how did I do that, man? And you got to be careful. When you're out here doing the crazy, you know, you're always out here fixing on it, tinkering it, making this better, making that better. And I'm always out here checking this, tightening this bolt. And sometimes I get a little too overwhelmed, and I just got to step away from the car once in a while and just give it a break. You know what I mean? I get too wrapped in it sometimes. And what happened was, you know, not thinking what I was doing, you know, I lost my tach signal, I remember, on the dash when I changed the clusters out. And I was like, I got no tach signal. And I came out here, tried to find it. And what I ended up doing was I unplugged this, not thinking about it. And I finally got a tach signal because this was 3-wayed into the box. And what happened was it kept dropping the 12 volt signal, causing the car to shut off. Because it's not a 12 volt signal coming from the tach. That's only 3 volts. Duh. So anyway, stupid, okay? And I made 2 videos, you know? Anyway, what can you say, dude? All right, so always read the directions. I did read the directions, but it was a long time ago. Since this has been installed, I had to revisit the instructions again just to make sure. And when I did that 2 days ago, is when I found out, dude, what the heck? And I was like, no, this goes here and that goes there, and then boom, it stopped. Now it runs really good. And so that's all fixed. And that was such an annoying thing. I mean, dude, I almost was getting ready to really go further into the problem, and probably would have cost me some other stuff. just being stupid, trying to chase the problem. You know, I mean, look what I did. I changed out the distributor. Remember, I yanked it out and I put this new one that I had, a new, old, brand new stock. I've been running that for now. It's running just fine. You know, had to do all that. Had to reset the timing. You know, it was just stupid, man. So you got to be careful with yourselves once in a while when you're out here doing this stuff. Just, man, just take your time. I wasn't taking my time. I was chasing my cattail, and that's what happened. But anyway, car runs great, dude. It's all good. We're all straight now. That was just an annoying thing to go through, dude. That was, I mean, it was like that for almost 2 weeks, and it was just driving me nuts, dude. But, all right, guys, so I thought I'd give a quick little update on the channel. And you guys seen 1,000 of these installations, man. It's not, you know, it's hard if it's by yourself and you're on your back on a concrete floor, but praise the Lord, it's not dirt, it's not gravel, it's a clean concrete floor. And that hydraulic transmission jack that I have from Harbor Freight, dude, if you're just by yourself and you gotta lift 136-pound dry T56, dude, these things are the way to go. Okay, I'm sure you guys have seen it, but that right there, guys, is a blessing. Okay, you put your impact in here or whatever, and it raises up and down real easy, and you can get your transmission in real easy, dude. So just little words of wisdom from the TurboMan. So hope everybody's out there enjoying themselves, trying to get through this crazy time, dude. It absolutely is horrible. I mean, dude, we need to stage this war on fossil fuels, man. These jokers are nuts. You know, if they were to phase this out slowly, I get that, but they're trying to do it within the time he's got left in office, which is another 3 years. And they're trying to do it in 3 years, which is nuts. There's no infrastructure for this. That's crazy for electric cars. It's just, it's nuts. Guys, go out and vote in November. Seriously, man. And get these jokers out of office so we can take back the House and the Senate, and we can get things back to normal, and not just crazy, nutty things that they're doing left and right, okay? Things that would take 10, 15 years to solve a problem, they're trying to do it in freaking 1 year. And every time they get a chance to bounce on something, they're going to do it. So there's my politics for the day. Anyway, support your local Fox Body Clubs out there. Get out there, guys. Fill up your car. Put high octane in it, dude. Drive your Mustang. Don't let them sit in the garage. Don't trailer them. Drive them. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. Peace.